Welcome to the Rough Draft Challenge vlog number 3, and this is the writing retreat vlog. I am so excited. Today is Tuesday, November 11th, and I have the day off of work. I leave tomorrow, Wednesday, for my writing retreat, and I come home on Saturday. Last night, I did not do any writing. I got 0 words Sunday and another 0 day yesterday. Yesterday, I did take the time to make my weekly plan though. I had some tasks to do on Monday, and as you can see, I have a lot to get done today. I am in the middle of edits for the second vlog, which should go up today. I'm going to spend 3 task blocks writing. I need to get pet food and gas, pay some bills. Exciting, exciting. I'm going to charge my FreeWrite Traveler and my headphones, set up my dry erase board that I use to motivate myself and keep track of my words. I'm going to fold laundry, and then I am going to pack, or at least lay out the things that I can pack today. To treat myself a little bit and motivate myself, I am going to first get dressed because I am in my PJs and I look like a ragamuffin. I'm going to get dressed, I'm going to pack my writing things and take myself to my neighborhood pub because they also are a coffee shop and breakfast place. This place does it all. You can see why I'm there so much. So I'm going to go to the coffee shop, have a coffee, have a breakfast burrito, get some writing done, and then you can come run errands with me. Exciting stuff, but let's go. Let's go. Come on, baby. Just a quick update. One of my dogs is being very naughty right now, but he also looks very cute. So quick update. I did manage to write 1,500 words at the pub this morning. I had my breakfast burrito, as you saw. I'm telling myself that even though I feel discouraged and frustrated, I am out of my slump and I just needed a few days for my brain to be angry, and we just wake up another day and try again, and that's all we can do. There was a plot twist. My truck this morning would not start. I did actually get it to start like a half an hour after I initially tried. It's not the battery. We just replaced the battery in August. I think it is the alternator, maybe the starter. My husband's going to look at my truck when he gets home from work today, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I can drive it for my writing retreat tomorrow. I will do everything in my husband's power. I will make my husband do everything in his power to make sure my truck is running well for my trip tomorrow. Right now, I am going to go meet my friend for a quick mid-afternoon drink. We had been planning on meeting up today, and she wants to go to this place in town, so I'm gonna go meet her at 1:15. It is 12:50, which means I need to leave. So this is putting a little bit of a wrench in my big to-do list today, but I can still get everything done, right? I'm happy that I wrote 1,500 words. I would like to do one more writing sprint today. However, we'll just kind of see how the day goes. I'm gonna go have a little drink and snack with my friend, and I'll check in with y'all later. Hello, I am back from getting drinks and snacks with my friend. I also went to Trader Joe's. I was going to go tomorrow when I left from my retreat, but I was already in that area of town, so I decided just to go today, and I figure we can chit chat while I am organizing my writing retreat groceries. I have not written any more today, but at least not yet. And You know, I may not write anymore today. Honestly, that's okay if I don't. I'm not super stressed about it. I do have some video editing to do this evening, and I need to start pre-packing some things for my trip. I feel like I have a lot that I want to get done today, but I also know that I'm not going to get everything done today. I think it's just going to be what it is. Okay, I've got all the refrigerated stuff sorted. I have my groceries organized by refrigerated, cold, and shelf foods. I'm not gone for very long, but I wanted to make sure I got my groceries pre-sorted so that tomorrow when I'm leaving town, I can just grab what I need, throw it in the appropriate bag, and I'm off. The most important thing I need to do tonight is to finish editing and post my vlog 2 footage, which hopefully will still go up today. We'll see. I need to pack the things that I can tonight, things that I know I won't use, like a swimsuit and underwear and those kinds of things. There's some other things I would like to do, like setting up my dry erase board for my writing goals so that I can get that done and ready. I like to draw little bubbles or just circles for typically every 100 words that I write, and as I write 100 words, I color in those little bubbles or dots, and I don't know why those stupid little dots motivate me, but they do. I would like to create my sprint and word count tracker motivator sheets, and the dry erase board is essentially just another form of that. I might actually just leave my dry erase board at home this year. Last year I really liked it, although this year it maybe just seems more cumbersome than it needs to be. So I might actually leave that at home. But I do know that I want to make my goal sheet. I do have my goals sketched out in my Rough Draft Challenge planner, so I do have it technically on paper somewhere. I do like to have that separate little sheet just for funsies. I don't know why it motivates me, but it does. Right now, I'm going to get the things into the fridge and freezer that need to go there, and I am going to edit vlog 2, which is fingers crossed going up today. So let's get to work. Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday morning, the 12th, and today I leave for my writing retreat. So this morning I have a lot to do. I need to take a shower, obviously get dressed. I'm in my PJs here. I need to pack. Have not packed at all yet. I maybe made a mistake filming right before I feed the animals breakfast because they're all crazy. It's like the witching hour for them, right before mealtime. I'm going to feed everyone breakfast, and then I'm going to start packing, and I will jump in the shower and fix my crazy hairs. So let's get going. Lilin, Nova, Sawyer, Nudie. Hi, Nudie. Astrid. Oh, and here's Oswald. Hi, buddy. You babies ready for breakfast? You hungry? Spooky eyes. Hi, Sawyer. I am almost done packing. I've got to take a shower and brush my teeth. So there's a few last minute things that I can't pack until I use them. One of the things is my, hi boys. Hi boys. One of the things are my headphones. and those are currently charging, so I cannot pack my headphones or my charger until my headphones are done charging. Hi, Nudie. You want me to remember to pack you? You go boy. The other things that I need to pack are the food and drink items. So those things I'm not going to pack until I'm actually leaving, because I have frozen and refrigerated things. So I am almost ready. I just wanted to show you a few of the kind of writing related things I'm bringing. This is a large storage container from Erin Condren. Look at how cute Newt looks. Hi, Nudie. Hi, Nudie boy. Look how much it holds. So I've got, way down in here, I've got my wrist rest folded in. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 craft books, 4 sticker books, and my sticker notebook, and of course, my beloved Dream Drop. So I don't use this very often. It typically sits unused on my desk. That's my swimsuit, Sawyer. Do you need it? Do you need it? But whenever I do need it, it's really nice to take with me. I usually use it if I'm staying the night or a weekend somewhere. Or are you boys you're gonna show off now? No. Then my yellow Delphonics case, pouch, which you've seen 100 million times, is stuffed to the brim. I have my Tombos in here. I have a bunch of sticky notes of all different shapes and sizes. I have another sticker book. I have big sticky notes, my calculator. I have a bunch of washi tapes down in here. I've got all sorts of goodies, and now I'm not even going to try zipping it up one-handed because it's not going to happen. I need 2 hands. And then, of course, I have my regular pencil pouch that goes everywhere with me. This has basics staples in it. I have a mini sticker book with just like dot and square stickers. And then I have my glue stick, my correction tape, pens, pencils, markers, sharpeners, erasers, 2 or so, maybe 3 washies, binder clip, and then some hodgepodge mini itty bitty sticky notes from Daiso. And then I have put all of my scene cards into my album. I have a bunch of extra index cards here, which I have a bunch of extra ones packed, I think, in my Delphonics bag here. And then I've got Act 1 all written out. I've got my writing traveler's notebook, my free write traveler that I draft on, my plotting notebook here, and then I have my laptop, mouse, and charger there. I'm not bringing it to edit video footage, but I am bringing it because I don't watch a whole lot of TV. I brought this so I can watch YouTube in my downtime. Yes, can I help you? Boys. Sawyer is on the right, Newton is on the left, and they look very, very similar. Hi, Sawyer. Yes, you pretty boy. Sawyer and Newt look very similar. The main difference is their noses. Sawyer has a very sleek, kind of coyote style nose. He's part husky, so he has that shorter, narrower snoot, and then Newt has more lab coming through in his nose. They're both lab, German Shepherd, husky, Malinois mixes, but Newt has a fatter, more labby nose. You boys showing off? You gonna wrestle? Just watch out for my laptop, please. And this is my life. You gonna show off? It is time for me to jump in the shower, and then I have to go run a couple errands. I did not get pet food yesterday, and I did not get gas because my husband couldn't get my black truck running, so unfortunately I have to take my silver truck instead. And I'm being responsible, even though I don't want to. But I need to go to the pet store and get the boys, Newt and Sawyer, their food. Nova is on a special senior lady formula because she is 11. Hi, pretty girl. Hi, Newsy. After I run those 2 errands, I'm going to swing by the pub. It'll be too late for breakfast, but I'll get some lunch / breakfast. It'll be breakfast for me. On my to-do list here, I still have to make my goal sheet, and I need to make some more scene cards. So I'm gonna do those 2 tasks at the pub while I eat lunch. And then I will come home, throw all of these things in my truck, throw the food in my truck, and head out. I do need to go to a jewelry shop in town because, where is it now? My favorite necklace that I always wear, now it's MIA. The cord broke off. It's broken multiple times before, and each time I just retie it and the necklace gets a little shorter, but this time the cord has broken to the point where it can no longer fit around my neck. So I'm going to go, there's a local silver shop where I get all of my rings and most of my jewelry. So I'm gonna go there, buy a silver chain for it instead, and hopefully that will last a while. Although this silly little piece of leather cord has lasted probably close to 20 years, so it lived a good long life. But we're gonna go get a cord and then we will be on our way into the retreat. So I'm gonna go jump in the shower because I'm sweaty from running around, and I will catch you all later. Bye, soy boy. Soy boy. Yeah, you good boy. Aha! What is this? Here is my stone. I can't remember what the stone is. So my friend got this stone when she was in high school, I think, and her dad drilled a hole through it so she could make a necklace, and she attached that piece of leather cord, like I was saying, to her necklace. And when we lived together in college, she was always borrowing a necklace from me. I was always borrowing this one from her. So we just permanently switched, and it's been about 10 years at this point, and we still haven't switched back. So safe to say, I think this is mine. Of course, if she ever wants it back, she can have it, but I don't want her to want it back because I've worn this stone around my neck more than half of the last decade. So I've definitely worn it every day for at least the last 6 years. It only comes off every once in a while. I think it came off for my Nana's funeral and maybe a wedding or 2 where it didn't match the vibe, and I feel very naked without it. So I'm procrastinating now, but yeah, my pretty rock, I found it. I'm guessing one of the cats stole it off the bed, so I'm gonna put this somewhere safe until I leave. Now I'm gonna go jump in the shower. This is the 4Runner that I want to take with me. And this is the 4Runner I'm forced to drive. It's nice, it's new, it's safe, it's reliable, but I want to drive that one. I got all of my writing stuff to fit into this bag and this bag. This is going to be the bag that I take around with me around town. I need to put my headphones in here still, but they'll fit. I was originally going to use my Erin Condren bag here for all of my writing and planning stuff. However, like I said, since I got it all to fit into these 2, I can put all of this stuff, my clothes and toiletries and whatnot, into here. The only problem is, Oswald, can I have my bag, please? Can I have my bag? You pretty boy. All right, I am home from the pub. I had a lovely wrap for lunch and then a lavender London fog. I just got home maybe a half an hour or so ago, hung out with the dogs, got all of my stuff together, the last of it. Alrighty, let's go. First stop is the jewelry shop to replace my necklace, chain. And then we're gonna head up to our destination. Success! I got a silver chain for my necklace and it sits right at the length I want it to. And then This necklace is from a Navajo woman and her mother who make a bunch of jewelry, and I order from them online. I have five pieces from this mother-daughter duo, 6 pieces, and then I did buy one more chain just to kind of complete the layering look, and I think it looks really pretty. So all of my jewelry is either from this local jewelry shop or from this Dine mother-daughter duo. I did also buy 2 little silver bracelets. All right, I have these 2. I figure they're kind of fun. They're simple, but they add a little something. Alrighty, let's get going. We made it, y'all. We are at the Glen Air Resort. This is my 4th time here. The first time I stayed here, I proposed to my husband out on the dock, which I'll take you to later. But this is my 3rd time being here for a writing retreat, so let's go check in, load all our stuff in the room, and get settled. Okay, pretend I haven't walked in yet, and none of my stuff is in the room. They've redone the room. The bed frame, the paint is new, the rug and stool are new. But yeah, it looks so cute since they renovated it. Bathroom, nothing special, but when I got the welcome text this morning, they asked what size shirt I wear, which is so sweet. There's 2 bags of coffee here. I got a little travel coffee mug. I guess I didn't need to bring mine, that's right here, but this is so sweet of them. And ooh, some milk chocolate cherries, and oh my gosh, a nice crew neck sweatshirt. What the heck? That's so sweet of them. That's gonna be so cozy. And a sweet little card. Sarah, thank you for allowing us to host you. We hope this continues to be a place where you can come to relax and be inspired. Please let us know if there's anything you need from us. We're happy to support the Glen crew. That's so sweet. What the heck? That's amazing. Okay, I'm gonna go bring all of the rest of my stuff up, go to the bathroom, and we'll start unpacking and set up my writing space for the week. Okay, first things first, we need to get the refrigerated and frozen stuff into the fridge and freezer. But before that, this is why I like to stay in this room, because look at this view. I can just sit and stare out at this view while I'm writing all day. Now it's time to get this ish put away. Okay, I did this last year and I think I'm gonna do it this year too. I took this desk in the corner and moved it over to this corner, and it just gave me that much extra space to keep my word count tracker or my laptop going with vibey music so that I could have most of this table as writing space. some reading because, of course, I'm reading Sarah Cannon. And I'm reading Sherry Frankie's autobiography, which both of these are fantastic. So different vibes and styles of reading, but I have choices. Command center is set up. I've got my pencil case, my index cards, my craft books, my planner, my full series plot, my sprint tracker that I made at the coffee shop pub this afternoon, my free write, my wrist rest, my headphones, the next scene I'm writing, my squishy dream drop, my plotting notebook, and then on the side table here I have my big pencil pouch, my writing retreat schedule, rough draft challenge planner, my writing traveler's notebook, and under here I have my laptop. I know I just got my writing space all set up and pretty, but I think I'm gonna go to the pub now and get a couple or a few sprints in. Maybe order a snack at the bar, but probably just get some sprints in, have a drink, and then I'm gonna come back here, eat dinner, do another sprint or two, and go to the hot tub. The hot tub closes at 9, so I wanna make sure I have like a good hour or so to soak. And yeah, it is about 4:15 right now. So I'm gonna go to the pub for probably a couple hours, do 2 or 3 sprints, and then I'll come back. I almost certainly will not film there because I'm embarrassed. I don't want to film, but yeah, I'll see you in a bit and I'll update you. Hello. It is about 6:45. I just got back from the pub. I did 2 sprints, a 25-minute sprint where I got 953 words and a second 18-minute sprint because I like to be precise. I was aiming for a 25-minute sprint, but I ended up chatting with a couple of old timers at this pub and decided to just call it where I was. So the second sprint, I managed 485 words. And I'm going to eat my dinner, maybe do 1 more sprint, and then I'm gonna go to the hot tub. I'll catch you all in a bit. I came home from the pub, I ate my snack, I watched a video from Kate Kavanaugh, and I did not do any more writing. So I ended up, sorry, I'm filling my water bottle. I ended up talking to my husband for almost an hour on the phone, and yeah, he and I caught up. So now I am in my swimsuit and I am ready to go to the hot tub, and I am bringing my Sarah Cannon book, The Disappearance of Vanessa Shaw. I wanted to read this all in one go. I want to absolutely devour this in one sitting. However, I've had this book for almost a year and I'm only starting chapter 16. I have been taking it super slow, savoring every chapter because this is pretty dang close to exactly the kind of mystery I want to write. So I'm just trying to take it really slow, like I said, and savor every page. So I'm gonna go to the hot tub. I'm bringing my water and my room key. Let's go sit in a hot tub. I think there's people down there right now because the lights are on in the hot tub sauna room. So I'm just gonna try and be like, Hey, hope I'm not crashing your party. Okay, I'm gonna sit with you. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna read my book. But fingers crossed it won't be too awkward. Let's go. Whew. I am going barefoot in the rain, but it's better than bringing my boots to only wear them one way. I won't be able to wear my boots on the way back because my feet will be all wet. The folks at the hot tub were lovely. They were just lovely. They were celebrating kind of the in-between of both of their birthdays, and we had a nice little chat. But now I am back in my room, obviously. I just took a shower after the hot tub, and I am warm and cozy and sleepy, and I just made myself some chamomile sleepy time tea, and I am ready to cozy up in bed, watch an ASMR video to lull me to sleep, and hopefully I'll wake up nice and early and get an early start to my writing. So I'm going to end my day with 1,400 something words, 1,438 words. So I'm going to turn in early. It's just after 9, and I will see you in the morning. Good night. Ooh. It's really raining. Good morning. But first, we need to figure out the cursed Keurig machine. These things mess with me every time I try to use them. And press the blue brew button. Okay. Simple enough. Yes. See? Oh no, that's only halfway. We're gonna take these grounds out and put my grounds in, and we'll have another cup. I have to take my videos between traffic. So this road is US Highway 101 that goes from Washington all the way down the coast of California. So the traffic is noisy. Spotted. We've got a water dog. Water dog is back. He's waiting for his breakfast. Oh, goodbye. Another water dog. I could just sit outside my entire retreat and just watch the water and the creek and all of the animals, but that is not why we're here. It is 8:07. I'm going to make myself another cup of coffee. I brought one of my favorite breakfast foods and one of my favorite foods in general, and I'm sorry, I know this is a polarizing food, so people love it or hate it, and there doesn't seem to be much of an in-between, but I brought cottage cheese with me. I love it. It's delicious. It's creamy. It's filling. It's cheese. First of all, it's cheese. And it's got a lot of protein, so it gives me good brain power. I'm gonna pack up my writing stuff, and I think I'm gonna go try writing in the lobby. This is the first year I will have tried writing down in the lobby, and they newly renovated it, so it's really cute in there. It's all like decorated for fall and all cozy. I think I'm gonna try and write for an hour or two down in the lobby and get some good words in this morning. Hello. I figure we could eat lunch and do a little midday update. It is 12:52 and I am pausing for lunch a little later than I put on the schedule. But like I said, this is just an estimation. I will also have some free time after this. I might go to the hot tub if it starts raining here soon when I'm done with my lunch. Or it's currently not raining. Maybe we'll go down to the dock and have a little look about. So for my lunch, I have a spicy lentil wrap. Quick update. I've been keeping track of my sprints and my word counts. Today I have done 3 sprints so far, and I am at 2,500 and something words for the day. I've also, on a separate piece of paper, because I know some of y'all are data nerds like me. So on this piece of paper, I've been keeping a running total for the entire retreat. So yesterday I wrote 1,438 words so far for the retreat. I am at 3,989 words. I'm going to eat, hang out for a bit, have some free time, let my brain rest. And then I think I'm gonna go to the brewery in town and do 2 sprints, because I also want to get some beer to bring back to the room here. I forgot to stop at the store yesterday on my way out of town. I did wish I had a beer in the hot tub last night, so that's why I want to stop at the brewery this afternoon, do a couple sprints there, just have 1 beer, and then I will almost certainly go back to the pub tonight and try and do 2 or 3 more sprints. But anyway, I'm going to stop flapping my lips because I'm hungry and I would like to eat my sandwich. I've got my chamomile tea here. My incoming headache has gone from a 3 or so that it was this morning, or 4, to like a 2 now. So it is better. I can still feel it kind of like knocking on my cranium's door, trying to get in. But I'm just going to drink my tea. I'm going to eat my lunch. I'm going to veg out for a little bit. I have a 32-ounce Nalgene, so it's 1 o'clock and I'm on my 2nd water bottle already. So trying to stay hydrated and just kick this incoming headache in the ass before it ever gets a chance to get going. Alrighty, I'm going to pull up a fun YouTube video, probably heart breathings, because that's my favorite. I will catch up with you in a bit. We are creating our own tripod camera stand here. It is 2 o'clock now. I am going to get ready to go to the brewery and I thought that we could just like do a little bit of light makeup together. I don't really wear makeup hardly ever. I go through like little phases where I want to wear makeup and then I don't care about it for months. And then I want to wear it again and then I don't care for months. So this will be a very quick, very basic makeup routine. Don't come for me if I'm doing it wrong because I have no idea what I'm doing. I got a few new toys. So this first thing is the Tula Skincare Espresso Energizing Eye Balm. It says you can do it on top of or under makeup. I like to just do a couple swipes under my eyes. I've never tried it on my eyes, but let's try it. Or on my eyelids. I've only had it for maybe a couple weeks now, but the thing I like about it is it's kind of cooling. It like tingles a little bit. This is also new. This brand is Wonder Skin, and this is their All Day Stay Hyper Bond Serum Formation. And I have a hard time knowing what color I should use. Like, color matching is really hard for me. This was actually the color that they recommended in the shade match quiz. And I think this can only be my winter color. My skin tone difference between winter and summer is astounding. In the summer, I get really, really tan. In the winter, I am pale as shit. So, in my little bag of tricks here, this is the only thing that I maybe wish I had my beauty sponge for, and this is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand Blush, and it's in the color Rosé You Slay. And you take the lid off, and it's this little like thing, and you squeeze it, and the blush comes out the top. Can you? I'm a makeup YouTuber now. Okay, don't watch me smile. This is so like, you never think about how embarrassing it is to do your makeup until you're doing it on camera. Good thing I don't have thousands of people watching me. It's just you guys, and you'll be nice, right? Promise. I do kind of wish I had my sponge thing for this part, but we're just gonna go for it. Okay, that's fine, I think, right? I don't know what I'm doing. I tend to wear makeup like so lightly. A lot of times my husband or friends will be like, I didn't even notice you were wearing makeup. And it's like, isn't that kind of the point half the time? I mean, obviously if you're wearing like blue eyeshadow, people are gonna know you're wearing makeup. That's also the point, but I feel like if people don't notice you're wearing it and it blends in so seamlessly with your skin, that's good, right? And then I'm just gonna kind of rub that in a little bit, I think. Almost done. Next I have, oh, I didn't tell you about my eyeshadow. I'm a bad beauty influencer. So this is the same brand as my foundation. This is Wonder Skin. This is their If You Know, You Know eyeshadow stick. And this color is Mink. It's just a creamy pencil. And it's nice, it's subtle, it's pretty. And this is Wonder Skin as well. This is their Powerful Mascara. So I bought one of their all day lip stains. I had heard about it because I watch Love Island, and one of the characters on the UK Love Island this year, Shakira, wears the lip stain. And I looked it up once, and Instagram was advertising it to me. So I caved, I bought it, because I'm the kind of girly that like, I'll put on lipstick. Lipstick is my favorite form of makeup. But then I neither think about or care to reapply it after it wears off. And having a lip stain that will last for much longer is appealing. And I can kiss my husband and not get lipstick on him. And I can go out to a restaurant and put my lips on a glass and not have it stain the glass and make the dishwasher's life miserable. So I liked the stain that I bought so much. Oh, my shirt's wet. That they were having a sale, and I can't resist a good sale, of buy 2 lip stains, get 1 free. So of course I did. And I love these. I have 4 of them now. Okay, now you're really gonna see me look like a fool. Please don't laugh at me. You can laugh with me and at me a little bit, as long as you're kindly laughing at me. So the thing with their lip stain is most of the shades come out blue, and you put them on your lips blue. And the faces I make when I'm applying this, my husband likes to watch me apply these lip stains just because he thinks it's hilarious. And then I'm gonna sit like this for like 30 seconds while it dries and solidifies on my lips. But I will look pretty silly here for a minute while I'm applying this. And you can see how dark it goes on. And it kind of tingles. It like also plumps your lips a little bit. And I always do my top lip first because it's the harder one. And I do like to do it nice and thick. Okay, now I let it sit. Okay, it's been, I don't know, 30 seconds maybe. Good thing we had this dark makeup towel here. So I'm just gonna wipe it off. I like to make sure I wiped all the blue off. And then I'm just gonna put some lip balm over it. This is my favorite lip balm. This is Lip Service from Lush. I'm almost done with this tin. Not almost done, but getting close. This is my, I don't know, 3rd maybe tin of this. And the great part is any extra on your finger from applying is essentially just like a salve, so you can apply it to any rough spots, like your elbows. Okay, that is that. Sarah's beauty school complete. Let's go to the brewery and get some words in. Woo! 2 more sprints down. I, for the writing retreat, am up to 5,111 words. Today I am up to 3,600 and change. And the 2 sprints that I did at the brewery, the first sprint I did 576 words, and the second sprint I did 546 words. That's what my sprints look like so far today. I've got 5 sprints in and 3,600 words. I think I'm at 3,673 words, something like that. I would love to get to 5,000 words. Next stop, I'm going to go to the pub. Next time you see me, I will hopefully be at 5,000 words for the day. It will be dark. It is, what time is it? Like 4:20. So, I'm gonna go get busy and chase the 5,000 word count today. It's 7:15 p.m. It will be a very quick update because I don't have much to update you on. And by not much, I mean nothing. But I went to the pub and had a nice time. I got to chat with some folks, meet some new people, and as much as I say I'm an introvert, and I am an introvert, I am very shy around people that I don't know and situations and places that I am not comfortable in. But once I feel a sense of comfort somewhere, I am a social butterfly. I'm a very extroverted introvert, I think is how I would label myself. Oh gosh, now my eyes are so red. I look a little scary. I got home from the pub. I ate some dinner. I've got my comfy cozies on, as you can see. It's 7:20. The hot tub closes at 9. I'm at a crossroads where, do I try and do one sprint now and go to the hot tub? Or do I just go to the hot tub now, soak myself like a prune, and then maybe come back and make a cup of coffee and try and stay up late? Or the alternative would be to go soak myself, go to bed as early as possible, and get up earlier to get more words in. I might make myself a cup of coffee and go down to the hot tub and just see where the night takes me. If I come back and go to bed, then great. I'll hopefully get up early. Or maybe I'll come back to the room and be inspired and be ready to write late into the night. Thank you for talking this out with me. I think I have a plan now. Good morning, everyone. It is Friday the 14th. I made my coffee here. I am going to get the words today. I am going to get words. And I am going to get more dressed than I am now, but I might just wear my sweatpants down to the lobby to write this morning again. I really liked being down there yesterday. It was a good, cute atmosphere. It was vibey and cozy, so I might go right down there this morning. I'm telling myself that I am not allowed to leave the resort, not allowed to leave this property until I have 5,000 words. And at that point, my treat will be to go somewhere else and get more words. Hopefully before lunch. That would be great. I'm gonna stop flapping my lips, eat some breakfast, drink my coffee, and get my stuff packed to write. My hair is still kind of wet. Well, it's definitely still wet, but I have eaten breakfast. I have had some coffee. I've got my bag packed, and I am ready to head down to the lobby and get some words. Let's go. do a quick check-in. If you hear a voice in the background, that's because someone who works here is on the phone. I have done 3 sprints so far today. The first sprint was 20 minutes and I finished a scene and wrote 445 words. The second sprint was 30 minutes and I wrote 941 words. And then my third sprint, I had set out to be a 30-minute sprint, but I ended up writing after that, so it was about 40 minutes. And I wrote 1,409 words. So that brings me to a total for the day so far of 2,795 words. According to my math, if I can hit 7,704 words today, that will fully put me back on track for the month. So that is what I am shooting for. That means I need 4,909 more words for the day. It is almost 12:15. I am going to start the next scene. So I finished scene 11. I wrote all of scene 12. I'm going to start scene 13, and at 1 o'clock I will go upstairs to my room and join Sarah for her Friday coffee chat and eat some lunch and rest my brain. So I'm going to quit flapping my lips because I want to get a full 30-minute sprint in before I head back up to the room.
Hello everybody, 3,700 plus words for the day. Coffee chat is my midday reward on my writing retreat. Go Sarah! Sarah posted a photo of bringing her copy of Disappearance of Vanessa Shaw into the hot tub during her retreat, and I'm just like, yes, I love it. I love it. Hopefully you didn't drop the book, but I hope you're enjoying it.
Sarah's coffee chat is over. I am a member of her paid membership on YouTube, which is called the Broken Chapters Society. And lately on Fridays, she's been doing a bonus stream for her members. However, my brain break is over. My lunch break is over. I need to get back to writing. So I'm going to put on one of Sarah's past live writing sprints from her YouTube channel. And I am going to do some more sprinting here in my room. I also probably should do some stretching before I sit down real quick. Just take 5 minutes or so. I am having some leg pain from sitting so much the last few days. I am aiming for 7,000 words today, and I am not going to let the post-lunch afternoon slump get me down. Y'all, I officially broke 5,000 words for the day in that last sprint, and I officially broke 10,000 words on my writing retreat so far. Just about half of the words from this entire writing retreat have been today. So that feels, on one hand, really good, and on the other hand, like maybe I wasted some time, but life is always going to be full of coulda, woulda, shouldas, and we just do our best and move forward. But the last sprint, I did manage to get 750 words exactly in the sprint, and I did write the entire scene with the exception of this like one character's kind of monologue. They're like, I can never say this word correctly, so don't laugh at me, but they're kind of like proselytizing. You know what I'm saying, trying to say. This character is like proselytizing. I don't have that speech in me right now. If this was like my second sprint of the day, or first sprint, or even like third or fourth, I might be able to like pull some words out and come up with something good, but I can feel my brain just slowly turning into a mush up there, and this last scene to write was difficult. It is 4:13 right now. I am going to lose daylight soon. I do want to go to the hot tub again tonight. I do want to go to the pub again tonight. The mac salad they have there is like stupid good. I feel like I could eat a gallon of it. So I'm wondering if I should put off going to the bar for a bit until I feel a bit hungrier, or if I should go now-ish and then come back and bring my food to go with me, which I did the other 2 nights too. I got my snacks to go. Also, did I change again? Yes, I don't think you can see it anymore, but the new sweater I was wearing, I think I just need to wash it, but it was like kind of irritating, but you can kind of see a little bit of redness on my chest. So I think I just need to take it home and wash it first. I don't usually have sensitivities to fabrics like that, but who knows? I'm not sure if I'm gonna write anymore tonight. I would love to, because in order for me to catch up on words for the month, because I am behind, I've had more 0 days than I want. In order for me to catch up on the month, I need to hit 7,704 words. And right now I am at 51 something. So I still need like another 1,600 words tonight, which would be like 2 sprints probably. But I just right now don't see myself having brain power to do that. But maybe I'll surprise myself. I'm feeling kind of like, I feel good. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good spirits. My brain is tired, but I feel good. But I'm just kind of like feeling very indecisive about what I want to do. I don't know. I'll let you know when I figure it out. Bye. It is just about 6 o'clock. So I've been chilling and hanging out for an hour and a half or a couple hours. I don't remember what time I ended my last sprint, but I am feeling more rested in my brain. I just kind of hung out. I played a game on my phone. I watched some YouTube. I talked to my husband on the phone for almost an hour. I am ready to not have my hair look quite so crazy. It is what it is. But I'm ready to go to the pub, have a couple beers, and try to write 16 more hundred words tonight so that I can hit my 7,700 words for the day and be back on track for the month. So let's go. Oh wait. Let's go. Got my boots on. My friends affectionately call them my shit kickers. So gonna go kick some words into submission with my shit kickers on. Good morning. It is 8 o'clock. I'm making my coffee here in the room. Last night was interesting. I got to the pub and I wasn't really sure if I felt ready to write again, because after writing 5,100 words yesterday, I needed a good brain break. I got there. I wrote 666 words in my first sprint, which was 25 minutes, I think. And I was like really in the zone. Like there was good music playing on the touch tunes, and the bar was crowded. And sometimes I have a hard time writing without headphones because I'm nosy and it's just hard not to pick up on bits of conversation. But it was so busy that it was almost hard to like pick out bits of conversation, except for like someone's like obvious yelling or something. But I was in the zone. I was like, oh, this is good. I'm feeling rejuvenated, and I realized that I was writing a scene not exactly the way I had intended it to go, but I was like, this is fine. I'll just split it up into 2 mini scenes, because sometimes that might have been a little much. Once you get to writing a scene, sometimes it just kind of takes on a life of its own, and I try to let that happen because that's part of the creative process. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I set out to finish the first part of the scene in a second sprint, and I wrote for 15 more minutes, and I was done. I hadn't looked at my word count yet, total for that scene, but it must have been around 16, maybe 1,700 words. It was pretty much exactly how many words I needed to hit my 7,700 yesterday and be fully caught up for the month. And so on the Free Write Traveler, what I like to do when I am done with a scene is I open a new document. And if you're not familiar with the Free Write Traveler, you can essentially have infinite, I'm sure there is a finite number, but for my purposes, I can have an infinite number of documents within a folder. So folder C is where I'm working on this novel, and I hit the buttons to open a new document, and then I went to record my word count, and I was like, oh, right, I forgot to record my words. Let me go back to that document. Gone. It's just gone. It disappeared. I have heard people talking about this and having this issue, and it seems like it's thankfully, it's a pretty rare issue. And thankfully, I had never had that happen to me. About 1,700 words gone. And those were the magical 1,700 words that would have put me back on track. Am I pissed? Yes. Is it the end of the world? No. At the end of the day, it's like 1,700 words, which isn't nothing, but like I said, I wasn't fully happy with that scene anyway, because I think I could write it better so that I don't have to break it up into 2 scenes. You know, at the end of the day, all we can do is our best, and today is a new day, and I should just be thankful that I have the opportunity to write this scene again. So that's how I'm trying to look at it. Am I still pissed? Yes. But we get up and we try again. It is a beautiful day out. It is not raining. I think I'm going to take you down to the dock and we'll drink some coffee down on the dock. this right here at the end of the dock. The floating dock's down there, but at the end of the dock, right here, is where I proposed to my husband. This place has a very special place in both of our hearts. I guess the floating dock is closed. Dang. It's nice to go down there. Remember at the beginning of the retreat when I was like, oh yeah, we'll see and hear the sea lions on these docks all week. I didn't see them up here once. I couldn't even hear them. Last year, there would be, and the year before, there would be so many of them up here, especially at night. Last year, there would be like 15 of them on here, and they're so noisy. Like, I could hear them at night from my room with the door closed. They're so noisy. And this year, they're not up here at all. Maybe they're obeying the sign. But yeah, isn't this just beautiful? Like, what the hell? Looks a little rainier off to the north there. Hello, burbs. Let's go down to the beach. We'll go down to down there. Whoa, cool. Look at that one with like the band through it. The quartz band, it looks like. Cool. I gotta put my coffee down. Hang on. Focus. Ooh, that side's pretty too. There we go. Very pretty. And then I wanted to look at this one with the stripy band. Yeah. Oh, it's got two bands. One thin quartz band up top here, and a second thicker quartz band around the bottom. You may not know this about me. Fun fact, I'm a big geology nerd. I actually studied quite a bit of geology in college. Wow. But yeah, I am a rock jock. I could just do this for hours, just looking at rocks. Ooh. Well, look at this little guy. Look at his little orange spots. That's cute. This one's really pretty. It's like a milky gray. That's beautiful. That one is somewhat translucent. Wow, hold on. This one is somewhat translucent. Wow. That's beautiful. Beautiful. This one's definitely coming home with me. Look at all these tiny rocks too, these little tiny pebbles. From afar, they just look like rocks. But then you get close and just the color and the patterns and the shapes. It's so beautiful. Okay. Let's go stand up on the dock and enjoy the view for another minute. And then we should get back to the room and do some writing, some eating, some packing. All right, let's go back to the room and get some packing and writing done. There's the eagle. I think the gulls are harassing him. Okay, now we'll go back and do some packing and some writing. Okay, I am back in my room. It is just about 9 o'clock, but I'm gonna take about a half an hour here and get my stuff packed up because I find it hard to focus on writing when I know I need to pack, and then write. And checkout is 11. My plan for the day is to pack, eat, and write, check out, and then they let me do this last year and the year before, so I don't see why it would be a problem this year. And last year, after I checked out, I went and walked the trails. So I'm gonna go walk the trail today, and then depending on what time it is or if the weather turns bad, I might ask them if I could do a little more writing in the lobby, even though I've checked out. And then I'm going to go to Potlatch Brewing, have like one beer there, and then I want to bring some beer home for my husband, and then that would be that. I'll do some writing at Potlatch too. So yeah, last day of my retreat. It always goes so fast, even though when you're writing, sometimes it feels like time is going slow. I'm sad I don't want to leave. I love it here. This is like the highlight of my creative life every year, and it's just so magical up here, and I love the energy and everything, so it's always sad when I have to leave, but for now we got to start packing. Okay, just to show you how much this Erin Condren bag fits, it fits my medium Delphonics carrying utility pouch, which is already full of other stuff. My traveler's notebook, my squish, my sticker book, 4 Happy Planner sticker books, a full-size paperback, a full-size hardcover, my standard traveler's notebook, 1 kind of large-ish odd-shaped paperback, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more paperbacks. Look at that. Incredible. Okay, I'm also adding my calculator. Okay, I'm all packed up. I'm sad. I don't want to leave. I have amazing news. I found my missing words from last night. So typically, the Freeride Traveler organizes the documents within a folder from most recent to least recent. When I would open up the folder to look at the documents from an eagle eye view, it was not categorized and sorted how it should have been. And I actually found that a few of my chapters or scenes are like that. So all is well. I found my missing words, which means I can update you on my word count for yesterday. So I did a total of 8 sprints. See, this is what I mean. Having long hair, it just gets stuck in everything. Okay, I did a total of 8 sprints yesterday, and I wrote a total of 6,153 words. So I thought I wrote closer to like 1,600 words at the pub last night. I did not. I wrote 1,044, which is still good, but not what I thought it was going to be. I wrote 6,153 words yesterday. That brings me to a monthly total of 23,452 words now. And I did some calculating. If I want to be on track for my goal that I've set for myself, I am doing the 50,000 word count, but I'm not doing the 1,667 words a day because I've added in buffer days for myself. So by the end of today, I want to be at 27,276 words, which means that to be on track for the month, I only need to write 3,824 words, which I think is doable today. I am checked out of my room. It is 10:47. So I am going to do 3 or 4 sprints. And then, as long as it doesn't rain, which I don't think it's going to, even if it does rain, I'm still gonna go. I'm gonna go for a walk in the woods. It's really warm today. It's like 55 out right now. And the brewery that I'm going to go to after does allow food. So maybe I'll just go for my walk and then go straight to the brewery and eat my snack there. But for now, I'm gonna get writing. It is 12:15. I did a 25-minute sprint and a 7-minute sprint to start and finish a scene. And I feel like I maybe have a little bit of a writing hangover. I was still able to write. I wrote 961 words this morning, which isn't nothing, but I feel a little tired. Let's go take a little walk up the trail and clear our brains. And then I'll go to the brewery and get some writing done. Hello. I don't mean you any harm. I just would like to go past. Usually, I've seen salmon that are still alive by this point in the creek. Ugh. You're not alive, buddy. Usually they're all over, like hiding in all of the downed logs here. Getting past these faster flowing spots is a lot of work for them. Oh, I see a couple. So they hang out in the calmer areas, often under cover, so that 1, they can catch their breath and rest, and 2, this also provides good cover from predators like the eagle we heard this morning. There's 3 of them. Wow, he's kind of a big one. Wow, he's a hog. Oh, there's 2 more. There's 5. So there's 2 more back here. Okay, we're gonna keep walking here. We'll check on Big Boss Hog there on our way back and see if he's made any progress. But this whole section for them is not going to be easy to get through. Cute. I don't think I've been this far on the trail before. I definitely don't remember this cute little forest staircase. Well, I may have found the end of the trail. I don't see any salmon this far up the stream. The trail came down here, well, right here at the top of this little hill embankment. It just kind of stops. But I may have found the end of the trail. Unless At one point you could cross this log and it carries on over there. We can walk across the creek and see what we see. Well, it is 12:45, so we've been on the trail for about a half an hour, and I think we should cross the creek, make our way back, check on our big hoss friend, see if he's made it any further up the stream. We shall carry on with our day. Up, up, up. See, the trail just kind of stops? Question mark. It definitely goes to like right here where we are, but I don't know if it branched off this way. Doesn't really look like it. Just goes to the hillside there. So I guess we turn around. Oh, I'll show you on Google Maps how far up we made it. See, this is just so peaceful. Hearing the sound of the creek running. The little bit of rain falling on me feels really nice. The lush forest. I am in the right place in the world. I love it here. I think the only other states I could be this happy in would be parts of western Montana, parts of northern Idaho, and Alaska. I love cold. I love winter. Fall and winter are my favorite seasons. I love the Northwest. It's where I feel happy, where I feel alive. And now we're gonna cross this makeshift bridge here. Gotta concentrate, because last time when I was crossing, the log that my right foot on here is on shifted under me, so that was fun. Aha! Some witch's butter. This is a mushroom. Definitely a fungus, but it's squishy and jelly-like, and it is edible. It's tasty. It doesn't really taste like much. It's kind of like a gummy bear without the stickiness and unflavored. It has like a slightly earthy taste, but it's not like it's not a very strong flavor. Had to go over that log. People have used it as like, commonly I think people use it as like a spread or a jam on some sort of toast or bread, but I've eaten it just plain, like on its own. My favorite mushroom is the hairy cat's tongue, and it comes out, I want to say it's a fall winter mushroom. They are delicious. They're similar to the witch's butter in the sense of like they don't have a strong flavor and have a similar texture, kind of gummy, chewy, but without the stickiness of like a gelatin candy. But I have not seen any today. I've been keeping my eyes out for them, because if I see them, I eat them. So for anyone who is newer to my channel, little background about me. I did not grow up outdoorsy at all. My parents were inside cats. My dad is a true inside cat. My mom likes to go outside and have a picnic or go suntanning, go swimming. So that being said, my parents would like push me and my brothers outside to go play. But it was like, ride your bikes, play with sidewalk chalk, play on the swing set, play hide and seek, those kinds of things. It wasn't like camping or hiking or boating, nothing like that. My mom's idea of roughing it is a hotel without a hairdryer and continental breakfast. So I went to summer camp for, I want to say like 4 or 5 years as a kid. I grew up in Illinois, and I would go to summer camp in Wisconsin, and I thought it was the coolest thing. I got to go on walks through the woods and hold snakes at the nature center and go swimming in the lake, and I was just in heaven. But that's really the only taste of being quote-unquote outdoorsy I had. When I was maybe 19, 20, 21, I went camping up in Wisconsin with one of my good friends. That was my first time camping. We were only camping for one night or two. And in the night, on the very first night, I woke up so sick. I had a fever. I was burning up. I also needed to use the restroom and sick as a dog. Meanwhile, we were in the middle of a severe thunderstorm warning, and the winds were whipping. It was pouring rain. The thunder and lightning were so loud, so bright, and he had to pack up the tent in the middle of the night in a severe thunderstorm while I just sat in the car and tried not to die. Until I moved out here to Washington in 2009. I was 23 at that age, and I just went crazy, because who wouldn't want to be outdoors in a place like this? I started snowboarding and rock climbing and skiing and hiking and backpacking, and anything I could get my hands on and try, I did. I am still an avid outdoors person. I don't ski or snowboard hardly ever anymore because it is so expensive. I don't rock climb much anymore. I actually broke an ankle rock climbing. That's kind of turned me off a bit, even though I know it shouldn't. But I love to ride my bike, and I love to run and hike and go camping. And kayaking. So I'm still outdoorsy. Not as much as I was when I first moved out here, because I just, I caught the fever when I moved out here. This place is a playground for anyone who likes to be outside. This may be the end of the road for them. There's like 5 or 6 of them all gummed up in here in a traffic jam. Let's cross the creek and go to the other side. Maybe we can get a good view of them from that side. Wow, salmon eggs. Cool. Can you see all those little pink balls in the water? Those are salmon eggs. Okay, I crossed the creek carefully so that I didn't step on the eggs. Okay, so more about my backstory. So, like I said, I came out to Washington. I came out here to go to college, and I studied basically this. I studied geology, I studied botany, I studied forest ecology, I studied ornithology, fire science, and I studied outside. So, I mean, look at this. How can you not just fall in love and want to understand it better and then protect it? But hopefully this vlog is a small window into other parts of my life. You're so cool. You guys are so cool. He's making moves. Go, buddy, go. We are back at the resort and it is 1:20. It is lightly raining. Beautiful northwest fall day. Let's go to the brewery, cool off with a nice beer, and get some writing in before we head home. All right, I am done at the brewery. It is 4:30. Nope, it is 3:30 because I have not switched the time in my truck back an hour. So it is 3:30 and I am heading home. The one sprint I did there, about 20 minutes, was not the most productive. I think I'm definitely in a little bit of a writing hangover. So I think for the day I'm only at like 1,400 words. I think I wrote 400 and something at the brewery. But you know, I'll take it. It is what it is. And I am gonna drive home now and I'll be done with my writing retreat. This is it. This is the end. Hello! Hi babies! Hi Nudie! Hi Dookie! Hi Soy Boy! Hi babies! Who wants to go outside? Hi doggos!